play, yo, bro. I play with the, bro. Look, I'm broadcasting right now, right? I'm playing against one of my niggas that won the chip last year, like the last season, Madden last year, right? You feel me? And I got the Dolphins. He has the Bills. Washington ended the score at this game, bro. And he ain't no, nigga ain't no slouch, bro.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this is underway on EA Sports.
But y'all niggas crying. Y'all niggas crying. That's why. That sound like my 7-year-old son.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
You want me to go get you a bottle? I warm that bitch up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida. He spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
Make it make sense.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Complete to John Brown. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With no
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the 29, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Pauschka with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go counter with Breida. Still churning. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Carry there by Jordan Howard. And we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Yo.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Tua, a give. This is Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a toss right side for Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. John Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who could go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
He paid for it.
Set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Balaj. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Now Balaj. And They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They run from Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They go with Howard again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Buying time to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete.
Paul Richardson, 52 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
The kick is good.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 40-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we have a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Bills.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Breda. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
On the tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Out of the shotgun, Breda. Man, tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down.
Alex Smith there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
For a
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
He'll pitch it. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. This is out quickly to the right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Bills first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. The rookie Brandon Jones picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Again, it's Balaj. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. We'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sidewalk.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
A big offensive explosion.